Alright, so I'm streaming through the multi-streaming platform now. Okay, that worked. Finally, dude. Jesus Christ. No waste of time. Anyway, this is 82 now. Yeah, I didn't really get to practice Teeth much today, so we'll see how this goes. I practiced Phase 3 a lot today. Especially Final Attack is what I practiced a lot. Bruh. Watching 2 streams at the same time. I used to do that all the time. Bro, what? Whoa, what is bro testing? So true. No, I was testing to see if the YouTube streaming was working because it was having issues for some reason. Tried to start the stream 20 minutes ago and it took me about 15 minutes to fucking get it fixed. It was a pain in my ass. Nice. Oh, I have Devil's Knife now. Yesterday I changed my loadout by quite a bit. It's a lot better now. It's good. Favorite weapon? I have no idea. No clue. Wow, cool. Justice Axe is good. Well, I love the process of unlocking it too. It's very rewarding to actually find and to unlock it. And you have it, and it's like, hell yeah. Yeah, 40 TP on Broodbuster because of an item is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Damn it, dude. What's up, duty? Fuck. White teeth. But white teeth, though. You are green in chat. I am Peter and I am green. Bro, why? I mean, I think that it being unlocked by beating Gerson is just as good, because then you get that permanently. Uh-oh. The knight is evil Puff. Just like evil Markiplier, remember that shit? Remember the evil YouTubers thing? They're green for an amazing reason? True. They're green because... I forgot the time though. Dude, why? Why? Maybe I need to practice teeth for a couple minutes. I got some teeth 2 practice in, but not much teeth 1 practice at all. And I don't know why sometimes one's harder than the other when teeth 2 is just supposed to be harder, but sometimes it's not for some reason. I don't know. Oh my god. Oops. This conversation is funny because I don't really even know either. Really, dude? Alright, well now that I've died to every attack in phase 1, now I will get past it a million times. If the wiki says it, it's probably true. But also, it's a wiki. So that also might be false. I don't know. If a wiki says something, it's like 80% chance it's true. Bro, come on. I'm tired. I think that's why this is happening. I'm just fucking tired. I don't know why I'm tired. Because I caught up on sleep quite a bit today. Maybe I slept too much, I don't know. Really? Fair enough. Have I actually gotten angry, if any? That's one of the things I'm really good at, is not getting angry. But there's been a couple times I've gotten angry. Like, there was a day where I just died to Stars 2 the entire day. I was getting pretty pissed then. Not a single run past Stars 2, which usually I get at least one per day. Like, at least. But no, there was one day where I died to Stars 2 like 4 or 5 times in a row. And I played for 2 hours and didn't get a single run because Stars 2 was just destroying me. And that was a very humbling day, to say the least. That's the only time I've really gotten angry at this. And one of the things I'm really good at mindset-wise is telling myself what to expect, and then if it happens, not being angry because I knew to expect it. But at the same time, dying to Stars 2 10 million times in a row is not what I expected. Changed it up. Yeah. It's weird. That was close. Fuck, I needed that. Shit. Well, what's good is that I'm not really getting nervous anymore at phase 3. Yeah, Susie does not have very good healing in my casual playthrough file. At all. Bruh. Wow, alright. What funny hitboxes. What's up, AK? I think the only time I ever saw a game over screen in a casual blind playthrough was to, oh no, I probably saw it in Pacifist also. Neo Spanton fucked me up for a long time. Until I learned the attacks. What's up, Dado? Not stopping till it's done. We've already made it to phase 3 today. I've only been going for like half an hour, I think. Fuck. All of this is to be expected. How do I defend with Chris on phase 2? To have enough TP to use Rude Buster, basically. It's a TP management thing. That's all it's for. 'Cause if I were to not defend on some of the turns, I wouldn't have enough TP to use Rude Buster that next turn. I'd be out. And it's hard to get 50 TP in one turn on the turn 2 attacks. Phase 2 attacks, I mean. So, it's mostly that. Because when you defend, you get TP, so it's just to get extra TP. Even if I already have 50, it's to ensure that I have 50 after the next attack, basically. Because if I have 50 TP, but then I use it all, chances are I'm not going to have enough after the next attack. So if I have 50 TP, or like, I don't know, if I have 50 TP, I defend so that I can make sure I have enough later. Oh, Devil's Knight. It's not required, really. Is it viable? Yeah, but you don't necessarily need it. The attack skip is not just barely being squeezed in. As long as you're managing your TP well, it's not hard to Root Buster every turn. And defending does not really matter with Chris anyway, because Chris only does like 15 damage every time he attacks. So it doesn't really matter, is the thing. Is like, Chris attacking is not something you need as much as like Ralze attacking. You're not sacrificing anything with defending with Chris. Yeah, he did 14 damage. Ralze did 31. That was weird. What's up, Robbie? True. That's where Devil's Knight is very, very good. Because it's much easier to get 40 TP than it is to get 50 in normal attacks that aren't attacks like this, where you can just farm TP in different ways. Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's mostly overshadowed in this fight, because again, Chris attacking is pretty much useless, so if you can just defend to get TP with Chris, like, that's better than just needing 40 TP to use Root Buster, because you're going to get it consistently either way. If you attack with Chris every turn, you will consistently have enough to Root Buster every turn. The only reason you would want to attack with Chris is just for good measure. But I defend with Chris pretty much the entirety of Phase 2, and I always skip half of it. Fuck. Wait till the precious moment you left to drive 3 hours for work? Oh my god. Good one. Listen. It's because I may or may not live in your walls that I always know. Santa's always watching. And I might not be Santa, but I'm also always watching. That's awesome. I can just imagine you sitting in a gas station fuming. I need to practice Teeth 1, clearly. This is very strange. No, it wasn't me. Well, you thought that was me? I don't know why you would think that. Straight baby raging. How do you know I haven't been rage baiting this whole time? How do we like the scene? I changed where the chat box, or where the blur is, so that it kind of goes into the chat box area more. Does it look better? What do we think? Because I'm rage baiting you, that's how I do. That's the real reason I'm waking up and streaming early. It's just to rage bait you. Completely real. Yeah, this is a tough one. Alright, well that was 4 in a row. So I actually don't think I need to practice Teeth 1. Was that 4 or 5? I wasn't really counting. Well, the world first. I was hoping so, but somebody did beat it. They kind of sniped me. They were like, yeah, I watched Puff's streams and I saw him do it, so I decided to try it, and then I beat it. He saw that I was doing it going for world first, so he also decided to go for world first, and then ended up beating it faster than me because I have less time. That's mean. That's not true. No, he beat it before me because he's really good. And the run's very impressive. But I'll be second. I'll also be the world's first with things like streaming it and hand cam and stuff that verify legitimacy. I mean, the fact that somebody's beat it before me isn't a reason that I have to stop going for it. And again, I have other things going for my completion as well. Like the fact that it's easily verifiable and stuff. Alright, have a good drive, Jensen. Don't die. Or do. I won't tell you what to do. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was stressing really hard about being the first ever to no-hit this. And when I saw that somebody else did it, I was actually really sad and kind of bummed out. But it kind of lifted the weight of, like, how fast I need to beat this off my shoulders. So it's not actually really a terrible thing. I don't know. If there is, I don't know of it. I don't believe anybody's done it because the no-hit community isn't very big. There aren't that many people doing them. So I'd love to make something like that, but I don't. I kind of just started doing no-hits and stuff, so I don't know of every no-hit that's ever been done. I don't know of what the hardest mods are and stuff. I know that this is the hardest night mod. I know that, but I don't know like what the hardest mods are of other types of fights. wow, nice. I can't do runs for too long today, unfortunately. I have a thing going on. I need to stop streaming at 4:30 to be on time till, which I had no idea until like after I started the stream. So I'm a little bummed about that, but we'll see what I can get for good runs in that time frame. You beat Green Knight? That's huge. Dude, it took me 3 whole streams to beat the Green Knight the first time. Even just beating him is incredibly impressive. I am very proud. Good job. That shit's no joke. Any crits? Okay. That was sketchy. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Insane for getting the final attack no hit. It's gonna happen multiple times before I beat this, if I have to guess. Like, it's happened once, and it's not gonna be the last time. But thank you, I appreciate it. This has been a crazy fucking grind. When I started this, it felt impossible, and it slowly stopped feeling impossible as I've gotten better. And that's a very special thing. I'm proud of myself for staying this dedicated and for being this dedicated and continuing to do it. This has been a hell of a fucking journey. I am having fun. It's stressful sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to boot up the game because I'm like, oh, I've played this so many days in a row. But every time I do, I have fun. So it's like, I've been doing it for long enough to where sometimes it's tiring to make the choice to do it. But then when I do, I have fun every time. So it is fun, and it's been rewarding. Like, I'm glad that I've stuck with this. The only thing that's not fun is that attack. The bane of my existence. $88 runs past phase 1 is crazy. Maybe we'll hit 100 there. Oh, nice. Good one. I made the motion to hit the Z key and didn't hit it hard enough. Crits. Saved. Why am I having trouble with that attack right now? I keep getting really weird patterns and not knowing how to react to them. Yes, I do. I have a lot of them, actually. Like, a lot of them. Which is why I'm excited once this is over. Again, no matter how long this takes, I'm going to do it. But I have a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to trying after this. Like, a lot of stuff. Man, dude. Yo, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Do I want to spoil it to you? I already have. There's an unused attacks restoration mod for the Roaring Knight that I'd like to try. I use it as my warm-up right now. Some of the attacks are kind of messed up, so I'm excited to trying that. And then I'd like to speed that up as well and do some sped up no-hits of that fight, because nobody's done it before. And it's very, very doable, for sure. There's a lot of Gerson stuff I want to do, and a lot of Chapter 4 stuff I want to do. I'll probably come back and do some crazy shit with Spamton. Thank you guys for watching. That's awesome. Original Roaring Knight no-hit is no joke. Good job on doing that, guys. No. Speed up the unused attacks restoration guy, not this guy. I don't think you could speed up this fight. I mean, in theory, the 125 is probably doable, but that would take a long time. Maybe someday, but not for a long time. Mirror mode, 110 Roaring Knight. That sounds interesting. I didn't know mirror mode was a thing. That's really cool. Getting my ass beat by stars right now. I could probably have Cyvat make that for me if I paid him to do it. There are some mods that I have ideas of that I'd love to have made. And having a Cyvat in my back pocket's awesome because he is a Deltarune modder and he is always more than willing to make stuff for me to help me out. So, and I'd love to like commission some stuff from him as well. I'm not gonna ask him to do free labor for me. He's already done so much just to help me out with this. Like I don't need him to do any more for me for free. I'd rather give him a little love in the form of something. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what word I'm looking for. Never mind. Stinky Click Team user. I tried Click Team once, and it was weird. It was a weird layout. I have some experience with GameMaker, not enough to make mods and anything, but like I have used it before. But Click Team is a weird one. And it makes sense that it's odd because it's for point and clicks and like mobile games, so it makes sense that it's weird, but it's very weird. Why? That was made in, I thought that was made in GameMaker. I didn't know that was made in fucking Click Team. That's crazy. I was like 100% sure that game was made in GameMaker. That is nuts. Yeah, wow. The remasters in GameMaker. Okay. Boshi was also in Click Team? Wow. What's that Roaring Knight? Exactly. Nice circle. Are they really? I'd expect GameMaker more so. Oh, the Kara fight? Okay. Person with reverse arrows. I hate that idea. AVG Endgames Click Team? What the hell? That I wouldn't have guessed. Motherfucker, man. That was a good pattern, too. You don't have it on your reboot run? Any tips? I mean, you just gotta keep going. Honestly. There's a lot of different methods you can use for a lot of the attacks that make them a lot easier. Like, a lot of those methods I'm reusing in this, too. But, the attacks are fucking hard. You just gotta kind of keep trying. And eventually you'll get better. Baba's Click Team? I also thought that that was GameMaker, too. I was told by somebody that that was GameMaker. You're talking about Baba is you. Yeah, exactly. That's nuts. I don't know Freedom Planet. That's not a game I'm familiar with. Fuck. It's funny because after playing through this game, my girlfriend Amy had never played Undertale or finished it, so we went through and played Undertale, and it's funny how much I love Undertale. I think Undertale's great. I think it's iconic. I think it's legendary. I love it so much. It's crazy how much better this game is in comparison. I think it's funny that people call Undertale the greatest game of all time when this game exists, and it's just, it does everything that Undertale does, but far better. It's very different, but Undertale's simplicity is kind of beautiful, but this game has so much other stuff going for it. I like this game more. For a lot of reasons. I don't think Undertale's the greatest game of all time. I think once this game's finished, it's potential. Yeah, the one thing with Deltarune is that it's not finished yet. But what is finished already as a complete game is eons better. I would say, like, before chapters 3 and 4 dropped, no, I would prefer Undertale. But chapters 3 and 4, there was so much that happened for the characters and for the story that it's shaping this game in the exact way it needed to. What's up, Jack? Thank you for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome. I don't have too much more time today, unfortunately. But I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, that's one of the things Undertale's going for is the world is pretty amazing. But I also think that Deltarune does that better. That's one of the things Deltarune just does better. Most people don't know about this game. I don't know about that. Every time new chapters come out, it becomes a fucking phenomenon on the internet. I wouldn't say it's less popular than Undertale. There are a lot of people who have seen this game that have never played Undertale. But there is a lot of people who have played Undertale that have never played this. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's less popular. I would say that it's hard to know. Your country, your region. That's fair. Because, yeah, it's different for every area of the world. It's true. Well, and I don't know if Deltarune has that or needs it, but that was one of the most, like, jaw-dropping moments of Deltarune is when the game does that to you. And it just changes everything about the way you see it. Deltarune's genius. There's a lot of amazing things that are done in Deltarune. Or, sorry, in Undertale. Undertale's storytelling is its biggest strength, but it's also a strength this game has. Fuck, dude. Yeah, Undertale's storytelling and then the twists in it are the best part about that game, I would say. I think we won't really know if this game tops it until it's done. But to me, it tops it, because the storytelling in this game, I would say, I'll say that it came in late. This game didn't seem to prioritize storytelling until Chapter 3. But once it finally got there and, like, was spreading its wings a bit, it all came together very well. Chat, I think I forgot to use Hold Breath, which I keep doing for some reason. Chapter 1 over Chapter 2. That is a small group, and I also disagree. Chapter 2 is potentially actually my favorite chapter, because for the first 3 chapters of the game does this thing where it's like, oh, here's your villain, but the villain's a little goofy, so, like, you get to, you know, spend the chapter with the villain, not really knowing they're the villain, except for Chapter 1, where you know that the king is the villain. But Lancer is also kind of set up to be, and then becomes not. That's exactly how it is with the Queen and Tenna as well, so. I think Chapter 2 is the chapter that does that whole thing the best. But Chapter 4 was incredibly important. It's exactly what the game needed to start, again, spreading its wings. Because if the game did what the first 3 chapters did for the entirety of the game, it might have gotten old. But, Chapter 4 is what really tied it all together for me. So it's, for me, it's like, what do I like more? Chapter 4 for its narrative, or Chapter 2 because it does the thing that the first 3 chapters did easily the best. And also the Snowgrave Drought's great. Like, I don't really know yet. Yeah, we all thought it was just a funny game. I'd be here for that. Jamie's calling me. That's really bad time. I have to call her back after this. She's calling me again. It doesn't increase the knight's HP. Okay, give me 1 second, chat. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. I mean, I still want it to have its silly moments, but Chapter 4 serious tone was a big and very important shift for this game and its world. And I don't think that's going anywhere. I don't think that's going to stop happening. Fuck, man. Come on. Bruh. Oh yeah, well the entire battle system in this game is a huge improvement. Simplicity of Undertales is beautiful, but it's just more engaging in this game. Simplicity is a beautiful thing, but It's not always the most engaging thing either. It works for Undertale very well. I just like this battle system more. I wouldn't say one's better than the other, though. Excuse me, sir. I would love one more run past Stars 2. That would be wonderful. I only have 5 more minutes. One more good run would be great. Okay, fuck you too. Oh my god. Please. Getting a little mad at Stars right now. This doesn't usually happen. Yeah, that's a big part of Deltarune that makes it really great. Please, sir. Sir, that is not what I asked for. Plan on doing Paper Mario stuff. I mean, the only game I haven't played is the... Well, actually, no. The only game I have played is Thousand Year Door, which I did love. I don't really have any intention of necessarily doing, like, content around it. Because the battle system's great, but it's nothing... The battle system's the best in the series, and it's really engaging and really good, but it's nothing that it would be, like... I feel super, super interesting for this kind of thing. But maybe someday. I love Thousand Year Door. And I want to play the rest of the games. At least Super Paper Mario and Paper Mario 64. I've started but not finished those 2 games. I'm more of a Mario and Luigi guy. I like that battle system a little bit more. I think that Bowser's Inside Story is the best Mario RPG, period. I think that Thousand Year Door is second best Mario RPG. I think that Super Mario RPG, like the first one, is third best. I grew up with Bowser's Inside Story. That's one of my favorite battle One of my favorite battle systems in any game of all time is Bowser's Inside Story. Probably this is second, I would say. Bowser's Inside Story is the perfect battle system. '64 as your first, and then Mario RPG. That I can get behind. What the fuck? Alright, I have literally one more run in me, and then I have to go. I'm doing an apartment tour soon, and I have to get ready and then leave. Oh my god. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, because I didn't grow up a Disney person, but Amy's a big Disney person, and she's kind of converted me a little bit, so I've been thinking about trying that out. Oh my god. Sunshine's great. Sunshine gets a lot of shit, and I don't know why, because I loved Sunshine when I played it. It could be because I'm good at 3D Marios, because I speedrun Mario 64 here and there. People say Sunshine's too hard. I didn't have that big of a problem with it, and I loved it. Every shine that I did was awesome. They were all fun. What's up, Leo? I have to go, unfortunately. This was going to be a much longer stream, but then I got given an apartment tour, and I have to go do that. I have no choice. That's the thing that I really need to do. So much shorter stream than I wanted it to be. But thank you guys for showing up regardless. I will be back tomorrow, is my plan. Friend hates it because he has a skill issue. That's usually people's reason for hating Sunshine. Yeah, I will be back for longer tomorrow. Earlier in the day, but I will be back tomorrow for more runs. Thank you for watching. We did make it to phase 3 today, at least, which is nice. Even though we got there once, it was still good. For an hour, that's not bad. Alright, I'm out. See ya.